Thank you for your time. Time now for the Fashion Watch. Last week we came to you live from the red carpet at Brook House, where the Kenya Fashion Awards were held. Very proud to say that one of our panelists bags this beautiful, beautiful award here. Kenya Fashion Awards Media Fashion Personality of the Year 2015, Carol Odero. We'll celebrate that win. So let me introduce the panelists to you, starting with Ian Bogwa, celebrity judge, thespian, and of course a panelist on various TV shows in the country. Also with us is award-winning fashion journalist. We don't just use that title. She actually is an award-winning fashion journalist. Also with us is motivational speaker and image consultant Robert Burale, and the lovely fashion stylist, celebrity fashion stylist Annabelle Onyango, also with us this evening. So we want to look at this week's fashion trends, and this is what we're beginning with. So this was at the Caramel, let's begin with Caramel Lounge, this is, and let's begin with this Ankara look and bow tie on this gentleman. Robert, what are your thoughts?
Well, I don't mind it. I think it's good because he has gone plain trouser, plain shirt, so it's not too busy. The Ankara coat is not competing with any other thing. So I think he has played safe, and it's a safe look. Nothing extraordinary, but you cannot fault him for dressing like that.
Okay, Annabelle, and this gentleman has the Ankara print on his jacket, different from that on his bow tie, so mixed prints going on there. Is that appropriate?
Yeah, I mean, this trend has, it's been trending for a while, this Ankara statement jacket, and it's here to stay. I think the gentlemen, African guys, have really sort of embraced it. A lot of brands have really embraced it. People are doing it well, people are doing it not so well. In this case, I would say this was a fair attempt at doing the statement jacket. I would say it is a statement jacket. I mean, the Ankara speaks for itself, so there's actually no need to overstyle it. And I think this gentleman would have really sort of hit the mark if he had left out the bow tie, for example. I think with a jacket like this, that is the statement, so you don't really need any, you don't need to dress it up anymore. So kill any adornments, kill the bow tie, and I think it would have been a really good look.
Your thoughts, Carol?
Well, I think it's usually tricky trying to find a balance between doing too much and doing too little. I would have preferred if the shirt was actually a darker color. I think that would have done more justice to the jacket, because then it's the first thing that stands out. But here the shirt seems to be competing with the blazer. Print jackets are actually, you know, quite trendy right now. A lot of designers are doing them. In 2015 it was quite the rage on the runway, so he's definitely on trend.
Okay, Ian, for you, is the Ankara jacket something that you would wear? Would you embrace a similar look?
I wouldn't wear it. No, I wouldn't.
Really?
I just wouldn't.
It's just not you.
It's just not me.
Yeah.
And I do agree. I'd lose the bow tie and the shirt, and probably do a round neck T-shirt or something,
as opposed to the button shirt.
Yes.
Okay, what are your thoughts? Please use the hashtag FashionWatch to talk to us about this particular look. If you're a guy, do you like the Ankara jacket? Would you wear this? If so, let us know. Hashtag is FashionWatch. Who else was there? This is Namyak, Annabelle's friend, so obviously Annabelle.
How do you know she's my friend?
I think you guys have been photographed severally together.
Girl. Yeah.
She's a fashion stylist, model as well. Annabelle, let's begin with Namyak's look. What she has on, she looks fantastic. What do you think about this look?
Yeah, this is Namyak Odepoy. She is a consummate fashion person. She worked for Couture magazine, and now she is actually one of the creatives at Mille Collines, which is a local fashion brand. Wow. Now, Namyak is a stylist, and I think with stylists, I'm a stylist too, and I think our general motto is do as we say, not as we do. Meaning, stylists sort of take a creative license to do, you know, we're a little crazy, we're a little on the left side of what we expect other people to be, and Namyak is a stylist. She's a consummate stylist in the sense that she will do the most. We see her doing the most here. We see her wearing a lot of layers. She's wearing actually a Mille Collines shirt, that orange shirt with the Kitenge print. That's Mille Collines. She's also wearing jewelry. She's wearing a hat. She's wearing sunglasses. She's wearing a sweater around her waist. So it's a lot. I would say this is a lot for the pedestrian. But for a stylist, this is how stylists dress. They express themselves in the most that they can. And Namyak is allowed to do that because she's good at what she does.
Okay, so this is stylist to stylist. They understand each other. But Robert, for you,
I don't agree with Annabelle at all. Absolutely not. For me, she's one of the most stylish women we have in this country. But is that a jacket or the sweater she's tied around? Lose it completely, because yes, you're a stylist, you're going to tell us how to dress, but also try and do that which you say you do. So I don't think, because there are many people who dress by watching her, not hearing what she's saying. You hear what I'm saying? So that tying of the jacket, lose it, and the look is perfect, in my opinion.
And then Carol, again, there are people who feel that as Kenyans we're too safe, that we don't need that we need to just dare to be different and just conforming to the conventional and just the boring, you know, just everybody well put together stuff that we see on the runway, in the streets in Nairobi, you know, at the club. What do you think? Is it about time that we start expressing ourselves? Like, just do, okay, not have a street full of mad people, but just do what works for you. What do you think?
Well, I think, obviously, aside from being the stylist with the mostest, I love the fact that she's tied that around her waist. It's actually very trendy right now. It's very trendy, by the way. It's just that it's not a plaid. Otherwise, you know, then it would be a little too literal. So for people who look at someone and think they want to adopt that style, it's not supposed to be exactly what they wear. You're supposed to find something that works for you, or they should inspire you to find your own form of expression. And the thing about Namyak dressing like this is that she actually designed a very beautiful collection that was part of the showpiece during the event. So she might not be dressed as people who attended the event were, but her models had the most amazing outfits that I had ever seen in quite a while.
Okay. Yeah. And Ian?
I like it. I think it's really nice and casual, and an evening like this, it's not about her, it's about her work. So the attention should be on the clothes that her models are wearing. Her, she'll just come in at the end and say, yes, thank you, but I'm still in my work clothes. Yes, but look at what my models are wearing. So I think it's okay.
All right. Let's move on to who else was there. And of course, a lot of African print being embraced on this particular evening, and these girls chose to do. We have a little black dress there. With Ankara print on the scarf, or the detail that she has on her neck, and then the lady there with the green heels, and of course the Ankara print as well on her little dress. Starting with you, Robert.
The luminous.
the lady in the green heels, for me, I give her tick from A to Z.
Sorry, say that again?
I give her tick.
Who?
The lady in the heels, the green heels.
Okay.
Yeah. The lady in black, very good black dress. I wish she would have lost the Ankara. It's a bit too much. So I would have advised her to go all black. If she needed something different, just slight of the Ankara. But there's a lot of confusion.
Well,
it's not good on the eyes.
Well, the thing with this couture event was that there was a dress code. You remember how we're always talking on the show about how event organizers really need to sort of spell out what they expect the people that are going to the event to wear. And in this case, they did. They were very explicit on the card and the invitation, and they said a touch of Ankara.
A touch.
And if they did a touch, I think the girls have worn a touch of Ankara. I think what they're wearing is completely appropriate.
The Ankara is too much. It's removing the beauty of the black dress.
But it's supposed to accentuate the black dress.
No,
the Ankara is supposed to be the highlight.
That's the whole stadium. Just a touch, because the dress is absolutely fantastic.
It is not Ankara from head to toe. It is just a scarf.
Yeah, but it's too busy. It's too busy. It's too busy.
The background is perfect because her dress is black.
No, it's too busy. I'm sorry. It's too busy.
And Annabelle,
Ian, help me.
I think if she just wore it, you know, like at the back and then draped it over her arm, so the dress can be seen, that would be okay.
Now that's why she wore it like that, because this is a more interesting way to wear a scarf.
I agree.
The only thing, you notice the scarf first and you think, oh, it's basic black.
Interesting, but not the best.
No, it's fashion. A touch of Ankara is the
What is
dress code.
fashion?
It's supposed to look. Fashion is self-expression and individuality, according to my interpretation. This is a way to wear Ankara by being minimalist, as opposed to getting Ankara head to toe, which is how most people tend to interpret it.
Exactly.
Here. Yes.
No, I wish you'd have taken Ian's advice. Next time, please. Easy.
Well,
Oh, honey, stay like that. We love you.
well, are you on Twitter? Please be the judge of that look. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Who else was there? And this is Kendi, another fashion stylist as well. She chose to go with a boo-boo, or is it a dira? I think it's a dira. And this is the look she chose for this particular evening. Okay, Ian, let's start with you.
I'm wondering, is there a touch of Ankara there? Okay, so she clearly did not get the invite properly. And is that size of a bag okay? That's my next thing. Annabelle, you're the stylist. I'm asking you.
I think
it doesn't work for
Ian is asking is how big should a clutch be? Is it?
Yes, it's too big.
That's too big.
Yeah. Okay.
There is nothing wrong with the size of the clutch. Now, I know that it doesn't look like Ankara immediately when you look at it, but the whole background of Ankara, the history of Ankara, was that it was made for sale in Indonesia. So if I look at this fabric, I get a sense of the history of Ankara as opposed to what Ankara looks like in this day and age. So I actually think that she stayed true to the original idea. You know, it might not be a touch of Ankara, it's head to toe, but she got an interpretation that is so, you know, it's almost like a fashion geek.
But would Kendi ordinarily wear this? I've seen her at a couple of events.
Well, yes, this tends to be her style.
Okay,
she doesn't wear very tight-fitted clothes. Her aesthetic is looser than this.
Okay, all right. Annabelle, loving it? Not.
I mean, Joy Kendi, she's such a beautiful girl, and I feel like this outfit is completely sort of muting her beauty. She's a gorgeous girl, beautiful skin, great makeup. I feel like this boo-boo is just aging her. Yeah, it is a boo-boo. It's a misstep, I think. I always want to support fashion bloggers and stylists, but I think this ages her. I think when you wear a boo-boo particularly, I think you have to sort of style it in a way that really modernizes it and makes it contemporary. And I think if she had styled it differently, maybe worn pants with it, or I don't know, there's something about this that I think falls below the mark.
You agree, Robert?
No, I love you call it a boo-boo?
Yeah.
I just wish you had lost the bag. It's too big.
Okay, so obviously Robert
looks good.
Loving the boo-boo because it's decent, it's long, very touchy,
covers everything up.
Robert, you need to start, you know, liking stuff that shows the skin a little bit, at least once. Just say that.
I don't mind. No,
LVD. I don't know.
Okay, give me another photo.
So who else was there? This is Kagwe Mungai. He's a performing artist, and he's hanging out with actor Lenana Kariba. Both are heartthrobs. I mean, the ladies in this town love these two gentlemen. So I'll start with Lenana Caro. The trench, just what he has on, the bow tie. This again at the same event. So the couture event held at Caramel. So what do you think about that look before we talk about Kagwe?
Well, it's interesting when Annabelle was talking about muting a look. This is actually what it means. Because this, I mean, I remember we profiled him for Drum as a heartthrob, and we talked about how his experiences as a heartthrob. And when I look at this picture, it seems to completely take away the essence of who he is as an attractive man. And he actually looks 10 years older in this image. When you go for an event also, when you're taking pictures for the function, please take off your trench coat and let people see your outfit. Because you're indoors, there is no need to wear it for the photograph.
Okay, so yeah, Robert, your reaction. Trenches on guys and yeah, just that look.
No, I mean, I don't know if you guys are on double standards here. You say fashion is self-expression. And if that's what he feels like doing, I think he's gone for a this is what you'd see in Oxford Street in London.
Yeah, but that's
fantastic.
Cold.
But you've said it's self-expression.
Yeah.
So if that's what he's going for, fine. I just don't think he has gone over the top. It's a decent look. When you get the other gentleman, then we
So when you say Oxford Street, you think this is a high fashion look?
This is a very good look, absolutely.
For the street, that's streetwear, but not for a fashion event.
Oh, the other people you've said here are looking good. I don't think they should even be in a supermarket. I think he looks fantastic. He's expressing himself. This is not the normal Kenyan man's look. Because we played too safe, grey blazer, white shirt and all that. But I think he's gone and pushed the envelope.
But he's not even the normal Kenyan man to start with.
Why? He's Kenyan.
He's a heartthrob, he's a celebrity, he's prominent. It's not about that.
Okay.
So let's hear Annabelle's take on that trench coat. We'll talk about Kagwe shortly, but I'm really curious about the trench coat and whether it's trendy, whether he should have just taken it off, or whether it was appropriate to have it on.
I mean, I'm with Bob on this. I think the trench coat is part of the modern man's sort of repertoire. Every man should have a classic trench coat in his wardrobe. Burberry is an international brand that have made billions of dollars on just a simple man's trench coat. I love the way the buckle is on the side. I don't know if that was intentional, if that was an editorial decision, but I like it. The only thing I would fault about this look is probably steam your clothes before you go on the red carpet, just so that it's nice and crisp and not wrinkled. And second of all, the shoe, the loafer, as this gentleman is wearing, is a day shoe. Don't wear a loafer in the night. Wear a nice gentleman's shoe like Ian and Bob are doing today. Wear a gentleman's shoe, patent leather, matte, but wear a gentleman's shoe, not a loafer.
Annabelle said it. Hashtag is fashion watch. Do not wear loafers at night. Don't. Ian, you agree?
Notes to self. Get trench coats and steamer. Thank you.
Allow me to add this. I know Carol said that he should have removed the trench coat because it's a heartthrob and all that.
No, because it's an indoor event. Once you get indoors, you take off the trench coat.
Okay, then I got it wrong because I was coming with something else.
Okay. Gosh. Anyway, and finally, as we close, let's get your thoughts on Kagwe Mungai. He went with the white and then with the bow tie, and he has an accessory as well, and the jacket and the boots. Carol.
Well, it looks like a little much.
Yeah.
Either take off the bow tie or the chain. Though because it was a touch of Ankara, you can keep the bow tie, but for some reason, the bow tie doesn't seem to work with this particular look. I think it's a little over the top. You know, you kind of want to, maybe this is the thing, when you put on stuff and then you look at yourself in the mirror, then you take one thing off and then you see how it works. That's what you should have done.
Okay, and then Ian, you have judged artists such as Kagwe year after year. As a performing artist, he probably has his own personality as well, probably similar, not similar, but same thing that we said about Namyak. What do you think about Kagwe and what he was trying to do here? Is this a fashion statement for him? Is this who he just is?
Kagwe is fairly new. He still hasn't got his style yet. So he's trying out different things. You've seen what he's done to his hair. It's like he's put on extensions. So
those are not dreadlocks.
No, he doesn't have long enough hair for dreadlocks.
Ian would know.
Yes, I would know. So he's learning. He's trying out different things. He's trying out different things. Yes.
Okay.
So let's give him time. He'll settle down.
I can't believe Ian said that Kagwe has extensions, but I need to find that actually. Annabelle, what needed to stay, what needed to go?
Yeah, I mean, again, this is a good-looking young man who has just taken it one step too far so that, like, we're distracted by everything that he's wearing and he's, you know, no longer good-looking. I think when you pick a statement, go with that statement. Take that statement home and then throw away all the other statements. I mean, he's wearing worker boots, which are very on trend. The guys are sort of wearing skinny pants and tucking their pants into the worker boot. That's a statement. So on top of that, you don't need to sort of wear a bow tie and wear a chain and wear a blazer. So like Carol said, look in the mirror, edit yourself, take one thing off, take two things off, so that, you know, less is more, I think, with men's styling.
Okay.
Good-looking man, this is a fail.
And do you agree? Is it a fail?
Yeah, it's like 6 people in one, and they don't agree with each other. So simple as that. And Ian, you've said you give him time. The industry is so bad and so ruthless. He needs to get himself sorted as soon as yesterday.
Well, I don't think that you need to rush it, because the thing about evolving your style and finding something that sticks and is actually admirable is that it has to take time.
Yes. But it has to work from something. There's nothing to work with.
There actually is plenty.
Remove all of that. There is a lot to work
it's easier to eliminate than to start adding.
Order. As Annabelle says, decide which way you're going and go all out.
Yeah.
Well, he is on the right track, because at least he has an idea that is distinct and something that is
He has an idea? There's no idea. There are too many ideas.
I agree. There's too many ideas.
There's too many ideas. Yeah.
Well, but the girls love Kagwe and indeed Lenana. You guys are gorgeous. So no pun intended. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Please talk to us. That's all the time we had this evening. Thanks for watching. Good night.